morning. Hey y'all, welcome to a day in my life. I don't know if I want to do a day in my life. Do I want to do a day in my life? Because I don't really know if I'm gonna be doing much. All right, so we're gonna see. Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome to this video, a little vloggy vlog. We're gonna go to the gym with my girl Rihanna. She's actually coming over to the apartment to work out. I want to take my little C first though. Okay. Yeah, I take 2 of these in the morning on an empty stomach. This helps to feed our beneficial gut bacteria. I really like this supplement. So far, so good. Okay. I have another water bottle that I'm going to fill up. I mean, that's a mason jar, but this one is a water bottle. I added creatine to my supplement lineup recently, and I feel like it's really pulling a little water out of me, you know, and I need to make sure I am doing the most when it comes to my hydration, because that creatine is kind of drying me out. I'm not gonna lie. This is my little pink bottle. Love this water bottle. Okay, I got all of my things. I'm gonna go downstairs and meet her. My iPad, headphones. All right, let's go. That was a really good start to the day. I'm going to now fix me a very random breakfast. Let me make sure my hair looks okay. We're gonna try something new. I have made this chia pudding with coconut milk. Cool. I'm going to top it with a little bit of sunflower kernels and some honey. So do not knock this until you try this. Honey and sunflowers together. I got some chicken, sausage in the air fryer too. I don't know why that thing beeps for so long and I can't change the settings. So yeah, don't knock the honey and sunflower kernels or whatever. I held that up in the wrong way. Really good. Even on like avocado toast, instead of doing red peppers, try sunflowers and honey and thank me later. I'm gonna also make my green smoothie with some coconut water, almond butter. I'm like out of bananas because I guess Whole Foods didn't have bananas. So I'm gonna go to the grocery store later and get those from Rouse's and do my supplements, just get it going. And then I have to prepare for this meeting with Rashad in like 15 minutes. So all of that. All right, I put a little ice in here too. Coconut water at the bottom. I swear by this smoothie. And I'm gonna sprinkle a little of these sunflower kernels. All right, y'all, we're gonna put a little honey on this. That looks really good to me. And if you like these ingredients, I think that you'll like this pudding, even though I haven't had it before. This is my first time. I also did these meatballs. I just feel like the protein and like the meats and stuff don't really be that attractive. They're not as aesthetic, but this helped me get my protein in and kind of kick off my nutrition for the day. We got our supplements too. Low multivitamin, fish oil, and curcumin. Let me taste this so you know I'm not crazy. It is like the perfect salty sweet combination. I'm taking a picture so I can put it on my Instagram. Very good. Like, I cannot tell you enough. If you like all of these ingredients, try them together. If sunflowers aren't your thing, chia seeds or coconut milk is not your thing, I understand. All right, cool. A couple hours later, just got out of like an hour and a half meeting, but it was good. And now I'm about to brief real quick with a client on their website updates. And then I'm gonna get in the shower. It's 12:30. And I haven't showered, so I'm gonna wash my hair and then we're gonna be working for the rest of the afternoon. Hey, what's up? How you doing so far this this long ass year? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so you just keep me posted whenever you have the the photo shoot imagery. I'll look at some of the templates just on my side so I can get a visual for them. Yeah, we'll just work it out from there. I'll make sure that you have like the blog piece at least set up so that way when you go in to add photos or anything like that, you have a layout already planned for what the blog looks like. All right, let's hop in the shower, wash this hair, and get back to the desk. Let me show you the shampoo that I'm using because it changed my life. We listen and we don't judge, right? So the other day, I was having like some scalp itchiness and it was kind of crazy. And I was like, what's going on? I low-key thought that I might have had lice. It was insane because I went and had a massage like a week ago. And I just remember my head laying in that like circular pillow, the thing, the thing that your face goes in when you get a massage. And I don't know, I just was like, there might be a slight chance I have lice. It was really insane, but I do not. I'm gonna use this Aveda scalp solutions, but this one right here, this exfoliating treatment, changing the game. So I put this on first, exfoliate my scalp. I also am going to wash with my cycloporox because I have dermatitis. So that's just something I get from the pharmacy, from my dermatologist. Exfoliate, shampoo twice, and then I'll have a conditioner that will sit on my hair for like a little while, and then we'll rinse it. Then I'll style it. I'm gonna do my braids and set it. That way I can wear my hair down tomorrow. So anyways, we listen, we do not judge, but wash day, it just got a whole bunch more real around here. Okay, this hair is set. It look how it look right now, but it'll look really nice when it dries and I take it down. So this is just the price of beauty. Okay, I'm gonna put a scarf on. I gotta keep filing my nails too. I just recently removed my Gel X or my hard gel. I was getting hard gel for a long time. Before that, I was getting the Gel X or the Après extension, whatever. I don't know the difference. My nails were pretty healthy, I feel like, but I just feel like I still have to start all over. I'm going natural for a while. It's kind of crazy. I just never thought I would see this coming. But one time I woke up and long nails were just off the table for me. That kind of started to give me the ick. And I've had long nails. I love long nails. Just not for me anymore. Just one day, just everything changed. Also, I'm very much comfortable for the day because I really ain't got nowhere to be. I might have to run to the store. I don't know. I really just need to be focusing on this work that I got to get done. So I'm going to have about a 3.5 hour work session this afternoon. Got my lunch heating up, my burger bowl. All right, I've been sitting here, did my little, I guess 3 hours, about 3.5. I did work earlier this morning that I did not vlog, and I had 2 meetings today, but I'm feeling good about the progress. I'll probably come back to the desk this evening. I have the whole thing with Fine Diet, just like starting another business, and we need to launch that website. I have my like first digital product that I'll put on there, which is literally a 14-day guide to break up with sugar. It is going to be behind a paid wall because I want to make it very specific on what you should do for every day of that 14-day period, and then be able to program emails that will send out on every day, depending on what day you sign up. It'll just like, automate your sequence to the date that you start. And yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the back end of that. So Rashad's helping me navigate over there and get that sorted. But anyways, I had to update an email footer, super random for a client, because their email footer, like the photos in their email footer for their business, were not linking. So it was pulling up like a weird image. So I needed to update that. That requires a little bit of coding, and not too much because I don't really know coding like that. And then I've been watching I'm a Killer on Netflix. That's like part of my routine sometimes, depending on the type of creative work that I'm working on, which is insane. So I just needed to finish up a content strategy presentation for a podcast, a business that, they're launching a podcast. So we did the past like 3 or 4 weeks been doing content strategy with them, and like guiding them through equipment, and just like really hands-on with what they need to be thinking about as they start their podcast on YouTube. So yeah, I'm glad I got that presentation over to them. And tomorrow will be able to be primarily about like my businesses, my products, me working like on my businesses rather than in my business doing client work. And then I'll probably come back to client work on Thursday. I also want to change all of my Google Calendar colors. I might spend like a couple minutes doing that right now, actually. Yeah, let's do that for like a few minutes, and then I'm gonna cook dinner. All right, so these are the Fine Diet colors. This is the new business that I am getting together. I want my Google Calendar, honestly, to like reflect this color. I'm really, really in love right now with this deep brown. So let's grab that. Because right now I have my primary color set to black. But we are literally going to change that to this brown color. And so this gray color, which are all of my like routines. So this is like, the time that I'll be asleep when I wake up. I'm going to change that to this color. Like an eggshell. Okay, I'm going to switch a couple more, and then I'm going to show you. It's going to be cute. It's a lot more calm. I go back and forth between whether I like a really colorful, color-coded calendar, or if I want something that is a little bit more plain Jane. So we're going to switch it up. Let's do this for like the next week or two. We'll see how we feel about it. All right, it's the next day, 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm about to go over to Common House for a little bit, do a couple hour work session over there. I haven't been over there in like a couple weeks, and I am on the committee, so I need to do my job and not only show my face, but be like active and present in some of the things. So I'm going to do a co-working session over there today, probably see some people I know. I'm not meeting up with anyone in particular. And I'll be back over there like this weekend and next week. I really want to start going over there for like a workout once a week, an event, and to work. So 3 times a week. Anyways, packing a couple snacks. They have a full service restaurant over there, and they serve really good food, but I just don't want to eat over there all the time, especially because I meal prep this week. So I have food at the house. But yeah, we'll be over there for about maybe 2.5 hours. And then I'll come back to the house, eat lunch. I have a discovery call with a new potential client. Rashad is on the phone with ClickUp right now, so I'm going to go ahead and dip out. Headed back to the apartment. When I was leaving, I ran into a friend of mine and they were like, "Do you get a lot of work done in here?" And I'm like, "No," because y'all see my desk set up at home versus just working from my MacBook at a place like that. Even though I feel relaxed and I feel that it's a different environment, it's inspirational and things like that. Like, it's cute, but I'm not getting a lot done, if that makes sense. But I have to be really focused, and I know the 2 or 3 things that I want to get done when I go there. I ain't just going there to sit up in there. I ain't got time for that. So that's how I feel about that. Got the same burger bowl, different day. Today I put ketchup on it. I liked that sesame ginger that I tried yesterday, but I also like to change it up. I have a good little 20 minutes before this discovery call at 2 that'll last for an hour. I might do some ranch on here one of these days when I get the Primal Kitchen ranch, because I don't have it right now. I want to do something with this cabinet behind me. It's a little plain Jane right now. Maybe, possibly when we go for our walk later, I'll pick up some flowers. I haven't had fresh flowers in a minute. My amazing cousin actually sent me some coins to get some flowers. So that would be nice to get that. Feeling like I'm a little low energy right now because I have not ate for a few hours. So I'm trying to get my energy together.
Is it more important for you to have clarity on the artistry and the artist positioning, or the event and the production company that you own? Like, what's, because sometimes, like, Jordan and I have conversations literally every day about not creating overwhelm and making sure we have clarity on what the next steps should be based on what type of energy the people behind it are most eager to, like, attack.
Yeah, everything is like orbiting, but what's it really look like? Like, what's it really made out of? And I think that there's also, I didn't realize that there was, like, I mean, it makes sense though, the artist and then the production side of things. And it's all under though, right?
But we haven't gotten to it, right?
Okay.
So this is what, and that's why I threw that in.
Right. Because that's the spokesperson / business. Like, when you show up as the talent, like, that's what it is. But when you're showing up on behalf of your company, your business, your production, it's like, I think that that's a little bit different of an approach.
I'm going to set my timer for about 45 minutes. and I'm trying to figure out this font pairing that needs to go together for this project that we're working on. We have a call with this client tomorrow, so I'm trying to move it forward. We've already done their logo and their little like icon or mascot. It's an illustration, so check these fonts out. Let me know if you like these, but I'm trying to figure this thing out. Okay. Font pairing sometimes can be real easy, and then sometimes I'm like, takes me hours to figure out what goes together. Okay, I'm somewhat getting somewhere on this. I know it doesn't look like much, but I'm about to put the logos for this project all on these art boards. I want to make sure that the logos work like in black and white and on various colors. I did somewhat finalize kind of like a mock-up of a cocktail menu because this is an experiential production company. So they're doing like a lot of dope stuff with spirits, nightlife, cocktail enthusiast programming, so on and so forth. So I like this color combination, feels kind of cool to me. I think it still needs like some texture, maybe a couple other things going on here. I'm not really sure. But yeah, this is kind of what it looks like, the back end of pulling together a brand identity. We've probably been working on this for, I'd say about 4 weeks now, definitely since the top of the year. And it's just really important to make sure that the client is getting what they want, because we're having, to interpret the client's vision and kind of refine that and filter that through what we think is best for them. That's what they're paying us for, with like the strategy and this implementation. So like, what does, your logos and stuff actually look like? All right, my computer is having some serious issues, so that's like my sign to step away for a while. My brain is also pretty fried, so I'm gonna go ahead and log out of this and switch to something else. I was trying to get this presentation done for the call with the client tomorrow, but I'll have time in the morning to put final touches on it. And, Rashad and I work together, so I'll be able to review this with him and like send him the updates that I made. So we'll get it done. But computer tripping. Let me know definitely if you like to see the behind the scenes of what I work on creatively, because that's essentially my 9 to 5, although I work for myself. I am doing more and more nutritional wellness and lifestyle content like on the side. Think of that as like my side hustle. I know that that's what I put on YouTube the most. But yeah, I don't know if it's interesting to see like what I work on. If you don't care, you don't care. That's fine. Good morning. It is the next day. It's about 8 o'clock. I'm about to head to Rouse's and CVS to get a few things. I'm gonna soak some chia seeds for my smoothie that I should be making in about an hour and a half. This is gonna make our chia seeds much more easier to digest, a lot more bioavailable, so increase our absorption of these bad boys, and our smoothie won't taste so gritty. Chia seeds will be soft. It'll add a little volume too. So I just put it in about a cup of water, and I'll store it in the refrigerator until I am ready to make that smoothie. I try to sometimes do it the night before. I just don't always remember. I need to get some bananas, maybe some pecans or walnuts, and flowers. I think I'm gonna get a little flower situation. What else I gotta get? I'm gonna go to CVS and get some pads because I'm gonna start my cycle any second. And then we'll come back, we'll do some client work. I have that presentation that I need to get situated and ready for 12:30, and I also have my lecture for school every week that starts at 11. So I'm going to be on a call from 11 to 12:30, from 12:30 till probably like 1:15. I'll heat up some lunch real quick, and then I have another phone call at 1:30. So this is my last day of phone calls. I'm not taking any client calls or anything tomorrow because I've had calls every day this week. And when I have days upon days upon days where I just have calls, I feel like I can't get into a flow state. A lot of the tasks that I do have to, I don't know, they just have to have like a 3 to 4 hour non-interrupted chunk of time for me to make progress. That was like a nice little field trip or whatever. But let me tell you about this weather. This New Orleans humidity is so strange because it's 67 degrees outside and it feels so humid. Like I was almost hot in this little situation I got on because of the humidity, not because of the temperature. And last week it was 10 inches of snow on the ground. Anyways, I got my little pads. This is the brand that I've really been rocking with for a minute now. Maybe like the last 6 months or so. When I say a minute, that's what I mean. I feel like a minute could be a few weeks, but a minute could also be like a few years. Shout out to Chelsea, my cousin. She sent me a few dollars to get me some roses. So I was like, girl, thank you so much. I'm gonna send her a picture in a little bit. Okay. So I'll put these up later. We're gonna get to work and get caught up on some school stuff right now. Hold on, let me show you what else I got. Bananas, like I said I was gonna get. We've been out of bananas the last few days. I'm like, Rashad, I promise you I'm gonna get some, and then I kept forgetting. Some walnuts until I can order a larger amount for like toppings on my sweet potato bowl, which we'll do in a little bit, and maybe some pesto, even though I just made pesto the other night. I'm not really using pine nuts for pesto because pine nuts are expensive. So I use walnuts or pecans. I got some banana bites. This brand, Barnana, they probably saved my life when I went sugar-free because I will buy up these banana bites, but the ones that are not peanut butter dipped. So just the regular banana bites. And they're a little bit sweeter than like this type of banana. And it makes for like a good little snack. So I will buy those up. And they also have, this brand also makes a plantain chip. I just really liked because some plantain chips can be kind of thin, but theirs were like a ridge cut. And that got me through when I was having all them cravings and trying to figure out how I was going to really break up with sugar, which I'm so excited about because I'm actually going to formalize that process for y'all and y'all be able to have access to it pretty soon. So give me just like a couple more weeks. As always, I stayed at the desk a little bit longer than I would have planned to, about 30 minutes, but made really good progress with that presentation that's happening in a couple hours. So I'll put together my little breakfast, log into my course. That live lecture is happening in 20 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to watch a pre-recorded lecture every week. We have pre-recorded lectures to listen to, a live lecture that you can attend, but it's recorded, so you can always watch it whenever you want. And then there's reading in our assigned book. So this is our assigned book right now for the module that we're on. So we're going through the entire digestive system, not only the function and the anatomy of the digestive system, but how it affects different either chronic illnesses or nutrient deficiencies. I'm about to watch this lecture on supplements while I'm fixing my breakfast. I am behind reading probably, I don't know, half of this book. So I'm going to spend a lot of my weekend reading and catching up on schoolwork, because the last week and a half, I really had to prioritize work and rest and fine diet. Yeah.
That no practitioner memorizes every possible. Building and learning to navigate a reliable reference system that works for you is going to be out this material on supplements. Looking at formulas that target specific health conditions can teach you a lot about therapeutic nutrients, which you can then apply to your food first approach. Healing of stomach ulcers. The name vitamin U comes from the word ulcer. Think vitamin ulcer. Act as antioxidants and help speed cellular regeneration. Now that we've covered soothing and repairing tissues and supporting gastric secretions, let's explore acid replacements. These can be for nutrient absorption, such as protein, B12, calcium. First, we have vinegar. Vinegar helps lower stomach pH and increase acidity for teeth enamel when drinking vinegar and water. Of course, lemon is a similar option to of a meal and minimizing contact with the teeth or throat. In general, we need to exercise caution when recommending these types of acid replacements. Acids can exacerbate irritation and damage to compromised tissues, such as those affected by ulcers or severe GERD. Consider the principle of minimum effective dose here. We should first be sure that a supplement like this improves our symptoms, and then aim to take this.
It's interesting because I'm starting to, I just started to work with my first 2 clients, and I think it's all about, it's so individual, and all of us have our preferences, all of us have our like boundaries, all of us have our like, I don't know, just the food beliefs that we've grown up with, and all of us have different health concerns or not, or deficiencies, and there's things that we know that we're deficient in, and there's things that we don't, and there's also a lot of lifestyle factors that could help overcome some of the nutrition cravings that we may not like be able to connect all of those dots. And so I definitely hear you, because
I have been able to wrap my head around what life looks like without sugar, and I will never go back. I don't have any cravings because it's just not necessary. And you realize how much that ingredient is like throwing you around, like mentally, physically, emotionally, and it's very real. So everything that you're feeling, everything that you're trying to navigate, even like the fruit juices and things like that, like all of that is very valid.
I got in a bit of a rush earlier and didn't realize that my camera had changed over to slow motion. That's why that time lapse, I just had to kind of go with it. I should have realized it because I know how to check for that now. When I first got this camera, I would hit the slow motion option on accident, and then like my whole vlog that day would be in slow motion. It was tragic. Had a call with our client. I was on that for about 45 minutes. Rashad stayed on a little bit longer trying to really situate the illustration that they want for their main icon. Their logo is like a mythical bird type of illustration. And so they were just kind of tweaking that. So I jumped from that call to catch up with my colleague, Erica. We have a session like about once a month to catch up on just like business stuff. She also is in the creative design, but more on like the event production side of things. I don't do events, not my thing. I've done them before. That's how I started, but I just can't manage all that. There's something about it. Too many moving parts, maybe something. Anyways, I'm finishing putting together a proposal for the discovery call that I took yesterday, and then I'm going to start editing this lovely vlog so we can go back to posting and uploading on Saturdays. I'm gonna go to the gym in a little bit. Rashad's cooking dinner tonight, so I don't have to worry about that. Quick side story. I was listening to something the other day, and there's like this concept when we have like a lot of things that we want to do. It might be, I want to start vlogging, or I want to start working out. I want to, I don't know, take 10,000 steps a day, like whatever it is that, you know, is like tugging at you. And sometimes we find all of the excuses in the world to not do that thing. It's like, oh, well, I don't have the camera to start vlogging, but you have iPhone. Or I don't have the time to walk, but you watch an hour of TV every day. Or I don't have time to, whatever it is, but you're making time. You're actively making time to do something else all of the time. So while, yes, you may have to sacrifice something, there's also the world of like habit stacking where you could do two things at once. And it's like, yes, when I first started vlogging, it took me a little bit longer to like figure out like my camera settings and to actually set the camera up to make sure that audio and all that stuff was situated. It took me longer. I'm much faster at it now. But I'm like, I'm going to work anyways. I'm going to go to the gym anyways. I'm going to like do lifestyle stuff if I want to create content around that. I'm already doing those things anyways. Like I'm already meal prepping, and like I'm in school and running Rare Label and all these things. So like I could show that at the same time. You know what I'm saying? With the walking, like, okay, I had a friend yesterday that hit me up and was like, what kind of walking treadmill thing do you have? Because I'm looking at getting one, and I sent her the one that I have, and it's like, yo, you could very well be getting your 10,000 steps a day. If you work in an office or you are a little bit more sedentary, you can get a walking treadmill and like be doing that. Or walking while you're watching TV. Literally done that before. I turn on a show, I'm like walking for 45 minutes. Next thing I know, I've walked 2.5 miles, 3 miles, and I've watched TV at the same time. So it's just a concept. It's like we're all making time for something. Just rewire your mind. It takes a lot of effort, I know, to set that time to do something that like you've been telling yourself you're going to do it, because you'll feel better about yourself when you actually start to do that thing and you accomplish it, rather than feeling bad about yourself because you're like, another day went by and I didn't do such and such. It was just on my mind to share that. Let me wrap this little thing up real quick so I can get this sent over, and hopefully we bring on a new client next week. if you're still here, I take it that you enjoyed the week with me. That's very realistic. All the things that I'm working on, all the things that I'm juggling. And we went through a Tuesday, a Wednesday, and a Thursday. So that's the thick of it for me, for real. So I'm going to check out. I'm going to the gym. Rashad's cooking dinner, like I mentioned earlier. We'll still go on a walk later. If you are not doing walks here and there after dinner, I highly suggest that you just give it a shot. We randomly started doing this in June of last year, and now it's become a habit. It's just a thing. Like, we go for walks after dinner, and it's not always perfect. There are some times where we only do it maybe 3 times a week, or, you know, it's just we skip a night here and there. But we did not go last night, so I'm pretty sure we will tonight. I think I have like a full body workout, probably take me like 40 minutes or so. Just leave me some feedback. If you were still here in this video, definitely leave me some sort of comment if you took anything from this video, if you learned anything, if you were like surprised by anything, if you didn't like something and you're still here, definitely leave me a comment so I'm understanding why you're still watching, but you just didn't like something, or I could do something better or show even more, so on and so forth. But I'm gonna enjoy the evening, get into the weekend. I ain't got no calls tomorrow. Just feel like this whole week was really productive. I'm very thankful for that, because not every week is like this. So I do not take this for granted, and I'm going to enjoy my weekend. Like and subscribe, follow me on IG, whatever. See you later.